You smelling good.
I know. I love that lotion.
I'll be all in.
But you want to know what's crazy?
Mattress.
I don't see that lotion nowhere. But
I don't
in this
either.
house,
Only grannies know
but
where to
in
get
this
raised.
house-
I ordered it from Amazon. Oh, that's where you get it from?
Oh, she hip.
Okay, so I really thought I was gonna do my makeup today before filming, and I didn't because I got busy with some other stuff that was going on. But if I wait to film until I do my makeup, y'all will never get a video because sometimes I just don't have time for that in my day these days. So barefaced me, I'm here. We're gonna rock it out together. Ooh, let me do background first. I haven't recorded in a minute, so forgive me because I'm wanting to rush. But basically what is going on is that me and my cousin, or if you're one of those English professionals, my cousin and I have invested in doing an ancestry test together. And we decided to go with AfricanAncestry.com. It is ran and owned by 100% African Americans. Founded, so I don't know, they probably got other people working there, don't quote me on that. But founded by Black people, and it's made for us. And so basically what it does, there's two different types of tests, but the test that we are taking will trace our maternal mitochondrial DNA back to a present day country in Africa, from here to there, and the present day tribe in Africa. So it's going to give you the present day country and the specific tribe that we are from. Everyone in our family that comes from my mother's mother's mother, which is my great granny, and then whoever she came from up to 2,000 years ago, way back, everyone in our family has that same maternal mitochondrial DNA. So when we get these results back, it will be something that we can share with the whole family. So it's kind of like the gift that keeps on giving. And how we got into this, well, we have always wanted to know our roots, and we were very close to my great grandmother prior to when she passed away, and still to this day, that's my girl. So she always wanted to know where she came from back home. And a lot of people in our family have joined like Ancestry.com, and they have profiles. We've been putting together family trees. I know some of our other family members have also been making like a family history book and pretty much piecing everything together from our history here in the States and America as far back as we can go. But obviously, as you know, being a Black American, it is hard to trace your roots back past slavery, especially if you are not part of a different culture or, you know, subgroup. Like for us, if we came straight from the motherland, it's hard for us to know what happened beyond, you know, these American borders here. So the fact that we came across African Ancestry was just, it was just a really good thing. And how I saw it, because I brought it to Shavi, my cousin, and she will be in this footage as well. How I saw it was, I was watching, I'm a big reality TV junkie, so I'm watching Love and Hip Hop. They did a special called Lineage to Legacy, I believe. Yes, Lineage to Legacy. And different cast members from the different franchises came onto this show, and they all got a DNA test done, and each one was able to find, you know, the present day country and tribe from their either maternal mitochondrial DNA or paternal, and I don't know what they call that one. I know, is it still mitochondrial? Don't quote me, I'm not a scientist. You know, I'm just here doing what I do. That's what I do. That's what I do, man. That's what I do. Yeah, one more shot. That's what I do. That's what I do. I do. Okay. So yeah, it's either the father or the mother, basically. Paternal, maternal. For ours, we're doing maternal. And that, when I watched that, it really inspired me. Like, it really touched me inside. I really wanted to almost like cry. It was just beautiful seeing these people get reconnected to their roots, and then to be so, you know, well versed in spirituality and things like that, and to want to know more about where we come from so that we can, you know, further our practices and our knowledge. It just really touched me. So I took it to Shavi, and we decided that we were gonna do it together. We actually did end up watching the specials together again, because I think it's something when you have the visuals in front of you and you're able to see it and feel it and just connect in that moment. Yeah, and then I'm gonna put the price up here for y'all, because it is a cha-ching, you know, pretty penny. It's not cheap per se, but the idea is that since everybody in your family, this will be everybody's history, the idea is kind of that people will come in and go collectively. Me and Shavi, so to our family that's watching this, me and Shavi just saving y'all the trouble. You know what I'm saying? We handled that already. So I think that is in this package right here. And I've had this package sitting for like a month because I was waiting to make this video. So if it's not in this package and I open this and this is like my COVID test from the government or something, I'm just gonna laugh. We're gonna laugh together that I even recorded this whole intro. But let's check it out. Oh wait, we do not like trash, so let me just stack all of this together. And then it's got like a perforated part where you could tear, but I'm gonna just take the scissors because baby got nails on, okay? My birthday nails, by the way. Shout out Aries season, don't play. Okay. Oh, I think this is it. I think it is. Okay. Okay. Y'all are actually seeing it before I'm even seeing it. I'm just holding it up. So let's see. Okay, so it says African Ancestry, Matriclan. I know matri is like mother, matriarch. So maternal lineage test. Y'all see that? Maternal lineage test. Okay. Remember who you are. Discover the roots of your family tree and transform the way you define yourself with African Ancestry. The pioneer of genetic ancestry tracing for people of African descent. Ooh. I can't wait to do this, y'all. So let's open her up. Let's see what's in here. I'm trying to be like very, very careful too, because I don't know, like, am I gonna have to, obviously I'm gonna have to send these results in, so I don't know. Okay, let me pause so I can read this and see what it's gonna have me do, and then I will come back and explain this to y'all. I see what I got here is a swab envelope. It says place your dry swabs in this envelope and then place in the return envelope. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3. There's 3 swabs. Get ready to take the test at least 3 hours before. Do not use mouthwash or toothpaste. Do not use caffeine or alcohol. Do not smoke. Right before, do rinse your mouth out twice with water. Failure to follow instructions may delay your results. And then I guess this is how we gonna get it back to them. Jot down the tracking, and then you track like blah, 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 blah. Okay. It says discovering your maternal ancestry. The Matriclan test traces maternal ancestry by analyzing the mitochondrial DNA, so mtDNA, women and men inherit exclusively from their mothers. You will learn the ancestry of one branch of your family tree through your mother's lineage. Plus, your results are the same for your mother, grandmother, siblings, maternal aunts and uncles, maternal cousins, children, and your daughter's children. There is an 8% chance that your result will not be African. Uh-oh. If your maternal result is not African, we will identify whether it is European, Asian, Middle Eastern, or Indigenous American, but you will not receive a country or a group. We do not offer refunds for non-African results. Ooh, you better pray you black. You better pray you black today.
You may not bring your white wife. You may not bring your white wife. If you bring a non-African, you and the non-African will be escorted.
Whew. Please contact us for your options. All right, we finna rinse our mouths with water. Let's do it. Let's get it. Let's get it. This setup is so janky, so just work with me for right now. All right, so we're supposed to rinse our mouth out twice with water. This water good. I don't know how much rinsing in there, but I'm drinking it for sure. All right, I'm gonna be serious because I want these results to come through right. Okay. I feel like I'm rinsed real good. Now, that one, it's in the pack though, so we sure. All right. Dang, I done grabbed the wrong thing. Hold on, I'll be right back. I got the right thing. All right, they say, roll the swab firmly along the inside of each of your cheeks. Excuse me, approximately 20 times per cheek. This is what it looked like. All right, let's see if I got anything special on here. No. 20 times. What I'm doing, I'm just rolling it. Okay, I ain't never done this before, y'all, so, you know, no paternity test, no nothing, so here we go. We're gonna start with the left side. Okay. Okay. Now, okay, so now we gotta do the other side. That's done. So now it said lay it out on a paper towel and allow it to completely dry. That's what I'm about to do. I think we should give the third one to my granny. And I think we should let her swab. Because that woman got some healing power. So I think I'm going to swab, Shavi will swab, and then we'll let my granny be the third swab. And then we will get our results. It said like 10 to 12 weeks. So be on the lookout for the follow-up video with the results, or maybe I'll just put it all in one. I got 2 DNAs left. All right, y'all ready?
Yes.
Okay. First question. What made you want to be a part of this process?
I wanted to be a part of this process because when I leave, it's leaving something behind for my children and my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren. And I can remember when I was younger how my grandparents used to sit us around a weeping willow tree and tell us about our heritage, you know, because my grandfather was born in 1875. So he was the only one in his family that wasn't born a slave. All his siblings were born as slaves, but they were still living on the plantation. And I remember him sitting around telling us about that and where we came from and how we got our names and everything. And I want to leave that behind with my children and my grandchildren and their children.
So I wanted to be a part of it for the exact opposite reason. I don't really recall like sitting down with my granny and grandpa and like hearing that many stories about like where we came from, especially like if we don't really know. Like, yeah, we have stories about how they, you know, how their childhood was like and the things they used to do and stuff like that. But like, for us to really know where we came from and what like our ancestors were like, I feel like that would just connect a lot of pieces to the puzzle that we just been wondering for a while now.
Well, when we were younger, we were always told, my grandfather, I don't know how much you guys know about slavery, but the Mandingos, they wanted Mandingos because they produced strong, tall, good babies. So if they went there, they were looking for a man. They want to know, is he Mandingo? You know,
were they warriors?
Warriors. They were warriors, definitely warriors, and they were strong. So all the slaves looked for people like that. And I was always told we were Mandingo, sweetheart. Mandingo. Good stockage.
Why is this important to you?
I feel like this is important to me because it's very good to know where your roots, like where you come from. That's just a part of your heritage, and that's just like, that's who you are. And who doesn't want to know where they came from or who they are or the things that they used to do. And then like for us to know that we don't really know where we came from and we just have all these different last names but we know that aren't really ours. I just feel like it would be a great experience.
Also, like my granddaughter was saying, we all wants to know our beginning, and we really don't know. All we know, we were brought over on the boat, and we were told we took our masters. We were given whatever our master's last name was, that became our last name. And come to find out, now that we're grown, that really we were not woods, we were wood. At what point the S was added, I don't know. But doing the background check, my brother did, he said we were wood. It was just ended with D.
It's like how black people do with Aldi.
Yeah, we put that S on there. Yeah. So, you know, we add S.
Aldi's is not Aldi's. It's
Aldi.
I'm screaming.
Yeah.
Aldi's is not Aldi's.
No, it's Aldi.
Oh, my Lord.
Going out to Myers.
Yeah, Meyer. And it's just Meyer.
It's Meyer. Yeah, black people be adding the S and stuff.
That's where I came in.
So we do got our own last name.
Yeah.
We ain't take the plantation owner's last name.
Yes.
We gonna make our own thing. That's one thing about our family. We always coming up with something.
Exactly.
What did you witness, Granny, this one is for you. What did you witness your mother doing with the family tree while she was with us here on Earth?
Oh, my mother was deep into her family tree. She did a whole, she went back and she looked up her parents' marriage license and her parents' marriage license. She knew what day, where they were married at, and she gave each one of her children a copy of these marriage license. I have a copy of my great-great-grandparents' marriage license and everything. So my mom was very involved with her family. She loved her family and always wanted to know about her family and everything. She talked to us constantly about her family. We got it. And then Danielle is continuing off with where my mother left off at, with the rose, and some of the same things that Danielle is relating to me, my mom had related to me about.
Yes, with the family history book that she's
yes.
making. Right, I mentioned that earlier in my segment of the video. What do you feel that this would mean for your mother? How do you think that she would feel that we're doing this?
Oh, my mother would be overjoyed if she was here, and just to know that we want to know where we came from and we're looking back into her history. My mother was definitely family oriented. It was all about the family, you know, where we came from, who we related to, and how we related to them, and everything. My mother was definitely family. She would be overjoyed.
For both of you, what do you hope for out of this experience?
That my children and grandchildren will know their beginning, and that they will know where we came from. So one day that they'll be able to sit down and tell their children, you know, that your grandmother, your great-grandmother, your great-great, you know, these are things that they went through. They came up through this lineage. You know, everyone wants to know their lineage.
And you said, what do I hope to get from this experience?
Yes, what do you hope for out of this experience?
I would say along the lines of the same thing, like just to know where we came from and be able to sit down with my kids when it's that time and like share that with them, because it's weird to not know. Like it's just, it doesn't feel right, but then for you to actually know, and then like, okay, so say we're gonna find out, now we can actually go back to our home and actually embrace like that culture and bring that back with us. It's not just gonna be like story time and then like maybe like that's something that our kids want to do as well. So it's just gonna be like that, what am I trying to say, like just the experience and like embracing everything that we are as
like connecting the links. And being able to go like have a destination back in the motherland that we could go to. Because Shabi, you and I actually watched the segment together from Love and Hip Hop when African Ancestry came and did the Lineage to Legacy episodes. And what they said in there was that DNA has memory to it. So I think what I'm most excited about is seeing if any of the people from our tribe do some of the things that we enjoy or frequent in as a family. I want to see if that kind of memory is linked even like back then. I want to know, what were they known for? And is that some of the same things that we're still known for now that we don't even know is linked with our maternal mitochondrial DNA? And then this is a gift that we will also be able to give to the rest of the family, because all of us will share that same Granny Wood's maternal mitochondrial DNA. Everyone who came from her will have that in them.
I noticed that in my mom's side of the family, they were very into education, and they are really, even the younger ones now, they are really smart and educated people on my mom's side. And when she was always saying, you know, that Grandpa did this, you know, even though they weren't allowed to do this back then, I noticed that Grandpa was sneaking going, he was learning this and learning that and everything, and he forced his children.
When they couldn't be taught, you mean?
Okay. He was sneaking, when they couldn't be taught. And she was saying that even as you study and research him, he pushed education when blacks was not allowed to go to school and everything, but he always pushed his children in that direction, and they pushed it. Very smart people, educated and smart.
And like, I just want to add to what she's saying, because it's crazy, because like some of our other cousins from like the other side of our family, like the Joneses and them, I see a lot of them a lot. And Kenny, that's the first thing he always say. Oh yeah, y'all family smart. Velvet didn't play that. She always made sure y'all. That's the first thing he always say when he mentioned Granny Emma or Granny Woods. He always be like, oh yeah, y'all was very intelligent.
Because like, that's what I was wondering is like, what will y'all predictions be of what the people in our tribe did? I feel a mix. I'm either like, it's either royalty, warriors, or secret society type people that was teaching, you know what I mean?
Right, like teachers,
teaching
healers,
the women was leading the younger women, the men was leading the men, and they was having those kind of, because they do have some tribes that was meeting in secret that had secret societies. Or the flip side of it is healers. I get a strong healing sense from the women in this family, like.
And that's exactly what I was just saying, like teachers, healers, because like we create a lot of stuff with our hands, and like a lot of
making the food,
I was gonna say the food,
remedies,
gardening, right, working in natural remedies. Yes, like
from a child,
we are always doing something. I remember with our hands,
even
and
when
it just be
kids.
We were taught that
watering granny plants and stuff.
I was just telling my nail tech that today because we were talking about me and my plants, and I was like, I don't know where this love of gardening came from, but I really think it came from like my great granny, because she's the only like real gardener that I knew in my family. Like,
because she had her own garden.
I was like, my Granny Emma, she would have houseplants and stuff like that, but she never really gardened how my
Granny did have her flowers and stuff out in the yard.
She did, but like as far as like growing vegetables and food and making her own jam,
she did that.
My love for that type of stuff, because like I have herbs and spices, everything I'm growing at home. Lavender, all the way from chamomile to lemon balm and lavender and like sage and basil. I was like, I just think it's random that this came out of nowhere. Like, it couldn't have came from nowhere, because my great granny was like that, and now like generations down the line, I'm the next one like that, and I'm just like, it's just nuts. But that's where I told her the same thing. I'm like, I remember waking up like weekends at my granny house, and I didn't know what I was doing. I just know my granny said go water those plants.
Water
so that means water those plants.
And I was happy to do it too.
Yes.
Open the big front bay window, let the sun come in. That white pot shower, you know that one white one that came up. It looked like cement a little bit, had the little holes in it, had that lid. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, almost like that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're on to the next part. I'm gonna hand you your swabs. 1, 2. And I'm gonna read you the instructions. So what you will do, you will roll the swab firmly along the inside of each of your cheeks, approximately 20 times per cheek. So 20 times on the left, 20 times on the right.
Okay.
Then we're going to lay out a paper towel. We have to allow the swabs to completely dry, and we will end up placing them in that envelope that's over there, which mine is already placed in there. So we will, I was thirsty. Yeah. So we will leave them here at Granny's until they dry, and I'll come back and pick them up. And then we send them into the lab. And what they are going to do, since COVID, they've been delivering the results electronically. So there is a QR here where I've made us an account, and we will have access once they send our stuff through the lab and we get it back. So then we can research our tribe together, and we can film a final part of this video just with like our reactions to what we found out.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, so go ahead, ladies, swap it up.
Granny's is a sidebar.
Okay,
Is your printer still connected?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
20, yep, 20 on each side. I feel like Jeopardy music should be playing right now. But this is so cool. A lot of people are not even able to do this, or they might not, because it costs money. They might not have the financial means to do it. And it's crazy, just even as, you know, black people here in America, that this is something that we have to do, because you can even talk to white people and they know, oh, I'm Italian, I'm German, I got cousins over in Scotland. They know where all of their lineage go back to.
They do.
So
no matter if they Irish,
for us to even, let me get a paper towel, y'all. For us to be doing this is just, it's just wild, but I'm glad. I'm glad. It's a good opportunity, and it's a privilege for us to be able to know where we come from. So we will place them on top of here, and then, Green, should I set them in the bathroom?
Yes.
On the bathroom sink?
Set them in my bedroom.
Okay. Do y'all want to say any final thoughts?
I just appreciate my granddaughter coming to me and talking to me about this and involving me in this, and I'm happy for them so that they'll know their roots, and I know a little, but not a lot. Like I say, my grandparents used to sit us around a tree and talk to us about this. And I'm just happy that they'll be able to pass this on to their children, and their children will pass it to their children.
I'm just real excited because, like, I've never ever liked history. Like, all throughout high school, hated history. Don't matter what type of history. But, like, as I became an adult, I love history now. So now it's like, I love all types of history now, but now I need to figure out my history so I can embrace that and keep moving forward and just like put that information out into the world and give it to the rest of our family. But mostly I'm just excited, like, to know what the answer is, because you don't know, like, and then, I don't know, just to not know something for so long, you kind of get used to not knowing, but then, like, when you kind of start scratching at the surface, you just keep digging deeper and deeper, it just gets more and more excited, like, oh, I'm gonna find out, I'm gonna find out.
Amen.
Anticipation.
Yeah, like, yes.
Woods blood, work y'all Bruce, throw y'all W's up.
You got twisted middle fingers.
Greg, you just do 3, okay? You just do 3 of them.
Yep.
You just make out like, there you go. Woods blood. And it's a wrap. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell. New videos drop on Wednesdays over here where we doing it the Cakes way. And there will be a part 2 to this video, so be on the lookout for part 2 when we get our results. Our results are in analysis right now. It's been a few weeks since we filmed, and we went through sequencing first. Now I think the second part is analysis. So it said we should be getting our results by May 17th. So part 2 will be coming soon. Be on the lookout.